Hi, Jeff Kamart here with another energy medicine exercise just for you. What is this energy medicine exercise? Well, it's the Chakra Swirl. So, what is it used for? It's used for bringing in a harmony or a homeostasis or a nice balance to your chakra system, to your chakras. So, as long as you're familiar with and have some understanding of chakras, you'll be able to follow along and kind of get where I'm going with this. Uh, if you were to test or look at chakras using a pendulum, you might look for the pendulum to be offering a circular clockwise motion in knowing that the chakra energy is flowing positively or lovingly or expressing its truth or your truth of the qualities and attributes of the chakra uh, that you're testing. Um, so sometimes in energy work, you would see practitioners working with circular motions over individual chakras to bring more energy in or more balance to, or encouraging those chakras to flow back into a clockwise manner potentially. And I often do that at work in my sessions as well. But if you're looking for a quick little reset, like if you just kind of really feel off, like you feel like, yeah, my third eye just not in tune with my intuition or my heart, I'm just not feeling loving up for myself or of others at the moment. I'm finding some difficulty in being open to love. Maybe you would sense that, yeah, my heart chakra is off a little, or I don't feel very creative today. There's not a lot going on with my creativity. Maybe that second or sacral chakra feels a bit off or out or could be out. So if you wanna like look to gain or affect all of the chakras and bring a nice harmony to them and encourage them all to be flowing potently, powerfully together in harmony and have a nice alignment of the chakras and their work together, you could try this chakra swirl energy medicine exercise. So what it is starting on the heart chakra, and I like to start there with my hands. And we know the power of energy medicine works best with the electromagnetic potential in your hands, and then the effect on the body and the blood flow and the energy tied to the blood in the body that you're affecting and working with those. So we want to work with the spiraling motion in this exercise to start from the heart space or from the heart chakra and to spiral that energy in and around through the other chakras. So there's a pattern to this that I've been drawn to and tend to work with and like. So you can experiment and modify this and make it your own. But again, you always want to look to set an intention and breathe along the way and be in good posture and good alignment. So you don't want to be slouched. You want to sit tall and proud. You like to set an intention that, with loving kindness for myself, I want to bring harmony or bring good energy to my chakras by doing this exercise. So you can modify this, and after you see it, you'll decide how you may or may not want to modify. But I like to start at the heart space center. I tend to overlap my hands. I kind of think of my thumbs there and the space almost making a little triangular shape. Anyway, you start there. And what I like to do is, or encourage you to do, would be to take a couple of calming breaths in that space of the heart chakra and bring to mind your self-love or love for self, or just in general the word or the meaning of or the essence of love and what that might mean to you, and bring that energy and that idea and that concept of love to you in your breath, slowly, gently in through the nose, tall and proud posture, breathing into that. If you like to close your eyes as you do that, breathe in several times to bring in some of the essence of love to that heart chakra. Make sure it's charged up and full and feeling good. And then from that, we want to work downward from the fourth chakra to the third chakra. So in your circling or spiraling motion, you're going to look to generate a clockwise circular pattern. In that, if you were looking at me, you'd see a clockwise looking pattern. So you're going to, but if you're doing it for yourself, you want to know that you are the clock face kind of idea. So you would go down from the heart down your left side and come across at the third chakra, the solar plexus. So where your xiphoid process is from your rib cage, you're in where the rib cage meets. That's a generalized spot or location for that. So you're going to pass over that third chakra, and then you're going to come up to the throat chakra and overlap there. And then you're going to go down to your second or sacral chakra, so down around the belly button level. And then you're going to come up the right, and we're going to bypass the third eye. That's going to be your end point. You're going to come up to the crown or the top of the head. And if you like, you can just swirl over the head, or maybe you want to flow right over the top of your head. in that motion. And you're going to come down, to your pubic bone associated with the root chakra, and then up to the third eye. And then finishing there, I tend to make a thumbs onto the third eye, and your hands then fingers steepled. And if you like, however you want to align those, if they're kind of open a bit. And then when the thumbs are placed there on the third eye, if you'd like, you can gently put pressure into the third eye and then lift slightly, almost as if you were like opening your third eye wider or more open, and finishing there to hold the third eye open. And then if you'd like, just have a calming breath at the end. So you can think of bringing, let me explain this more then, heart energy, and I'm traveling down and through and into the solar plexus. And here we're adding in potential and power, your personal potential, unlimited potential power. And you can have that concept and that idea with that. And then you can come up to the throat chakra, and you can think of the throat representing expression or communication and what it is you're prepared to say or speak of yourself or communicate out to the world lovingly and kindly. And then from there down into your second chakra, so flowing with energy, flowing with creativity, or sharing, being able and ready to share your energy or your creativity. And then coming up to the crown of the head, to the top of the head, and you can think of there, if you like, of the unity of all, that all beings and all life are one, and that flow and energy and creativity you're creating is now being shared with or open to sharing and giving with anyone and everyone, or all beings and all creatures and all life. And then you can come down to the pubic bone, root chakra space, and circled by that. And in that, as you're passing there, working in that space, you could think about the abundance that you're given, and the safety and the provisions that Mother Earth provides for you. You think of the crown relating to the heavens above, and your root chakra relating to Mother Earth below, the provisions and the abundance and the safety and support that Mother Earth provides. So you're filled with that abundance. And then coming up to your third eye, and you might consider the word awareness, or being open to the vastness of your potentiality, or who you are, or the balance of yourself, and the connection of you with all other beings, all other life, in that you've incorporated all of those other spaces and places and chakras and attributes and characteristics of, and finished up there with a breath or two in and out. And that tends to bring everything into, in a short amount of time, a quick harmony. Now, if you want to make this a longer practice, you could go and delve into just taking a breath or two, or taking some time and contemplating the chakra as you situate on it. So you might circle down, pause, think about potential, think about power, and consider those attributes. And when it feels right, then move along into the throat and think about there again things that deal with communication, what you're hearing, what you're expressing. Are you expressing and communicating well? And down into your expression, your creativity, and flow. And again, you could just make stops at each point if you'd like, and take in or contemplate or bring energy to those, or you could simply just take it in one motion. If I do one quickly here, I've had a few breaths, let's say, and I go down through my solar plexus, up through my throat space, beautiful, and down through the second chakra, to the crown, the rooting, connectedness, and then up to the third eye and opening up there with a nice full breath. And in that there, I just feel really fantastic and very aligned and very open and very harmonized through the chakra system. So that's a quick way of playing with your chakras and bringing a harmony and a balance there. So again, you can play with that any way you like. You can make pauses. You can add in different intentions on each one. This could be a very long, you could turn this into a 10 or 20-minute practice if you want to spend that much time with each chakra, or it could simply be as quick as that, as 30 seconds. But there's the Chakra Swirl. You can play with that one, set a good intention, breathe calmly along the way, and there you have it, the Chakra Swirl. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. It's been my pleasure. And as always, if you'd like to book or work with me in person or as a remote session, I'd love to work with you. And you can find details in the description below as to how to get a hold of me. And otherwise, please enjoy the content you find here. And thanks for following along. And if you haven't, you may want to like and subscribe. And I'd be glad to have you with me here on the channel. Thanks. It's been my pleasure to spend some time with you. We'll see you again real soon. Thanks. Bye. Bye for now.